Welcome to Research Business Daily Report, made possible by our exclusive community at patreon.com. I'm Bob Lederer. Meg Blair, one of the industry's relentless pioneers and innovators during the last half of the 20th century, died last week at 75. The former president of ARS Group, she was renowned for numerous contributions to marketing measurement and accountability, and also was considered a great tutor and mentor to many in our industry. She established the Marketing Accountability Standards Board in 2007, the idea being to set measurement and performance standards. And she had been awarded the ARF's Lifetime Achievement Award as well as the Academy of Marketing Sciences Distinguished Practitioner Award. We asked someone who knows her very well, Bill Harvey, to share some of his memories of Meg.
I don't remember the first time we met. It might have been in an ARF meeting. It was probably in the late 80s. I was doing a lot of work in Hollywood. I had just partnered up with Len Matthews, and we were doing consulting work for IBM and studios and others. And we were gestating the ideas that would turn in a couple of years into the company Next Century Media. She was very successfully using the copy testing method that the industry had inherited from Horace Schwerin, but she was doing things with it that nobody else was doing. She was using IRI data and other methods to actually compare and validate the soft communications metric responses with sales. She was the first to do that. She was the first to show that her measures predicted where the sales were going to be. They presented it. It was Campbell Soup and Meg standing up together at an ARF conference, and blew everybody's mind to see that somebody had gone that far. If you go back in history, back when recall was the standard, just as it was shifting to attitude persuasion, that work being led by Al Achenbaum and Russ Haley, and also Foucault-Belding, Frank Romer, did studies where they compared to sales, but nobody had done it since the very beginning. And nobody had done it with IRI data or really scaled up sales data. People did it with self-reported purchase data and stuff like that back in the early days. She was the first to do it with big data. Always happy, jovial, affable person, very kind to her troops, nurturing, training. She had a firm side to her when people stole her intellectual property, but she never did it with rancor. She never lowered herself from very civilized behavior, kind, benevolent, extremely intelligent.
When she ended her professional commercial career, she started MASB, and that made a very huge contribution to the industry as well, did it not?
It did, and it still is. She recruited us into it. People involved in it aren't going to give it up, certainly, because that isn't what she would want. She said, we have to understand what my science and your science are saying that is relevant to one another. Where do we integrate our sciences? So she's brought together a very multidisciplinary group, global group, who are focusing on and making real great strides on bringing together everything about ROI, attribution, direct marketing, brand equity, all of those different dimensions that connect in human consciousness and behavior.
That's your Research Business Daily Report, which is made possible today and this week by members of our exclusive community on the crowdfunding platform known as patreon.com. Special thanks to all of our current patrons who recognize the value that RBDR brings to conversations in our industry and who decided to try to help us make it possible to continue RBDR to help them as well as the industry. Now, if you're interested in joining our community and gaining access, by the way, to exclusive RBDR perks and services offered through our company, RFL Communications, please visit patreon.com/RBDR. You don't have to be a large organization in order to help us, as you can see from our patrons so far. So please join our patron group today. Have a great research day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.